Okay, so we have done so far. We have done the plane of the heads and went over all the proportions and the, break down all the major planes. And I also went into this live drawing demo drawings, show you guys the way I approach, approach head drawings, internally and start from the basic proportion lay-ins. Now we're gonna get to the muscle part of it. Okay, so I did a laying of a drawings. And I'm gonna go over, apply all the muscle over on these half skeleton, half kind of face type of drawings. I'm gonna go over a total of 15 kind of superficial muscles on the face, and there's actually then 2 more. Right? It's total 17 muscle, but the last 2 muscles are gonna be on the side of the skull. So I'll start with the first muscle. I'll start with is the frontalis muscles. It's basically it's the forehead muscle, the muscle that raises out your eyebrow. It sits right at the hairlines. The hairline, if you guys remember, is equal third, the third of the head, the chin to nose, nose to the eyebrow, eyebrow to the hairline. So somewhere right here, which also is the top plane, means the front plane of the head. And then it's gonna go extend all the way to the temple line right here, and it actually goes underneath your eyebrow. And then usually what I'll do is I'll color the muscle in, and I'll kind of shade the side a little bit to give some some tone, create some forms. And then I'll come back and apply my fiber in there. And the fibers is, you can determine where the actions muscle by looking at the direction of the fibers. If the fiber goes straight up and down vertically like this, obviously the muscle are pulling up. On this frontalis muscle, it actually has 2 portions. You had the medial portions, just somewhere about right here. Also about third of the the top of the eye socket. Let me divide that to 2. So this is the medial section. This is the lateral section right here. And you can probably figure out the medial section raise out the basically going to raise out the center part of the eyebrow, and the lateral section is going to raise out the outer part. Let me make this a little more. Make the color a little more intense, feel a little dull. I'm going to come back to this. And then and also when I apply the fibers, you want to do it carefully, because the way you apply the fiber can also help to show form. What that means, think of the barrel. Well, if you have a barrel like this, if you're going to put lines over this barrel, obviously you want to make sure you put it so the line would describe the form also. Closer on the side, and it gradually gets wider in the center, and it gets closer to the side. So it's so is the fibers. So don't just put vertical lines kind of all the way through. Think about to use use the fiber to also describe the form. And then try not to outline the muscle. Usually the muscle, blend into the fiber, and fiber kind of merge into the bones. So you don't want hard lines. In some places you can just to separate the form, but usually you want to keep it soft too. For example, here it's going to go into a tendon that sits covered on the top of the cranium. So okay. So earlier I said there's the two sections, the middle section and the lateral sections. So how does that affect our expressions? Mainly the reason we learn muscle is we want to know we want to learn expressions. So the medial section is going to raise out the center part, the middle part of your eyebrow, and then so if the medial and lateral muscle, if they work both together, I'm just going to write right here. Let's just say if the medial part and the lateral part, if they work both together, you're going to get this full arch of the eyebrow like this. Imagine both sides got pulled up like that. Okay, if it's only the center portion, the medial portion not working, what you're gonna get, like I said, only the medial parts are working. What you're gonna get is you're gonna get this kind of sad expressions. The eyebrow, the center part is gonna get pulled up, so you're gonna get this kind of sad expressions like that. So this part is gonna get put up. If it's only the lateral parts are working, which is only the lateral part. So you have both medial and lateral working, so you get this arch of the eyebrow. If only the center part working, so you get expression like this. And then if the lateral parts are working, you get this more kind of angry, because only outside the eyebrow raised out, gets this kind of angry expressions. So again, if you get this kind of angry expressions like this. Okay, so I might just gonna draw one side of the muscle, and I might go back and forth. I'll see how depends. I'll see how I'm gonna render this out, but. So what I'm going to do, the next muscles will be the orbicularis oculi muscle, which is your eye muscles. Okay, it's this big kind of donut-shaped muscle that spiral around the eye socket. Okay, the muscle sits right from the bottom of the forehead. Okay, it's going to go to the side of your nozzle, your nozzle bones. It's going to go all the way down to your cheekbones, and also goes around the interior portion of your temples. So actually, you should come out a little more. You should cover this a little more. I should come out a little more. Yes, that's more correct. And then again, it's just like make sure you have the angle to it. Just when we went over on the skull, I say there's an apex. The inside, the outer inside of the eye socket is higher, and the outer lower part of the eye socket is lower. I'm going to bring this out also. And then the muscle, it actually, like say, it looks like a donut, and it kind of sets into your eyeball. Okay, it's not flat, so it has a depth that goes in, and that's why I kind of start shading a little darker on the upper and the lower eyelid, so the muscle comes out. and the fiber is kind of spiral around like this. And then you can, as you can imagine, when the muscle contract, it's a squinting muscle. It helps you squint your eyes. So the muscle is going to press from different directions, and okay. So the muscle is going to press from different directions, from all these 4 directions. So it goes in like this. So it helps to squint your eyes. That's as artists, we do that a lot, because when we squint your eyes, it helps to simplify the value when we draw. So that's the squinting muscle. And so there's that muscle help us to squint the eyes, and then there's the muscle help us to open our eyes. Okay, so that would be the next muscle is called a Levator palpebrae muscle, and it's a muscle that actually goes inside your eye socket, from the deep back of eye socket, to the root of the orbit. All the way goes in and comes out, and it looks like little fans, and it's a little hand fan, and it kind of grab onto your upper eyelid. So it kind of goes in there and comes out, like kind of grab onto your eyeball. Actually, sorry, eyelid. So it goes deep in. Imagine goes in and comes back out, and then it looks like this. It comes out like that. I guess it looks like some kind of whale tail, a shape like that. And then, like I say, you grab onto the edge of your eyelid. To open your eyes. So when that muscle is relaxing, that's when you start getting that drowsy look. When the muscle is relaxing, so it's not like you already close your eyes. It's when that muscle relaxes, you just kind of the eyelid just kind of falls down. That's like I say, that's give you that sleepy look. Okay, so we have the frontalis muscles has middle sections, medial section, lateral section. And then we have the obliquus oculi, is squinting eye muscles, and then we have the Levator palpebrae is helping you open your eyes. So I should make mark. And this muscle goes up. These are squints. So this muscle pulls the eyelid muscle. The Levator palpebrae opens the eyes. So let's say the 4th muscle, okay, it's right here in the center, okay. When I compress my eyebrow like this, you're gonna see lines. Sometimes 1, some people have 3 lines that right in between the eyebrow, okay. There's 2 muscles that causes that. One is called the Procerus muscles, which is a piece goes right in the middle, go all the way to the college of your nose. in conjunction to a muscle called the it's called the corrugator muscles, and it's not a piece goes right inside your eyebrow. It looks like an arrow, which is pretty cool. It looks like the muscle formed in the arrow shape. So this one goes down, and then the corrugator muscle goes in like this, and it kind of grab to the mid section of your eyebrow. So you bring your eyebrow in and squeeze the skin, and that's why we create these lines. So that muscle is called the corrugator muscles. Let me put it on this side. That's why I want to leave just one side open so I can, because if I draw it over, probably a little hard to see. So I'm going to just put it right here so you can easier to see. Okay, so imagine this guy pulls down and this guy pulls in. That's why you give that frown, upset, angry expressions caused by this Procerus muscle and the corrugator muscle.